Hi, this is WST01. Welcome to my channel, pibyme. So we are going to start this topic-wise series for Statistics1. So if you are taking Pearson Edexcel curriculum or CAIE curriculum, this video series is going to be very helpful for you. So I'm going to start with the basic stuffs like interpreting different types of data, mean, median, mode, and finding the lower quartile, upper quartile, interquartile range, and linear interpolation and all. You can expect these three types of data. The first one is just a bunch of numbers. I'm going to call it raw data. No frequencies even, just some numbers. Okay, and we are going to look at how to find the mean, median, mode, lower quartile, upper quartile, and all here. And the second one is X and the frequency. And the third one, there are two types in third one. The first one is without gap. Without gap. Why I call it the group? It's a group frequency table without gap. Why I call it without gap? Because if you look at the class interval, we call it class interval. We will look at it later. If you look at the class interval, 55 to 65, and the next one starts from 65. Whereas here, next one starts from 66. This one, it's a group frequency table with gap. Here, no gap, as you can see. Here, 70, next one starts from 71. 75, next one starts from 76. There is a gap here. So there are two types of table here. So these are the three types of data you might come across. So now I'm going to take this data one by one and I'm going to explain everything about these data, like how to find mean, median, mode, range, upper quartile, lower quartile, interquartile range, and when it comes to here, I'm going to explain this linear interpolation method also. So let's look at type 1 now. To find the mean, median, mode, and lower and upper quartile here, first you need to write this bunch of numbers in ascending or descending order. That's what I'm going to do first. Write 10, 12, 21, and then 23, 23, 23 appear twice, and then 27, 38, 38, 38. That's the first step. You write the numbers in ascending or descending order. Now find the mean first, x bar, mean. The formula is sigma x over n. If you don't know what this sigma means, the sigma is a notation we use in here, mostly in statistics. In sequence and series also we'll be using the sigma notation. That means you need to take all the x and sum up. To find the summation, we use this notation. It's a Greek letter sigma. That means x is all these entries here. Sigma x means you need to sum up everything divided by n, number of entries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you need to divide by 9. Sum up everything. 10 plus 12 plus 21 plus 23 plus 23 plus 27 and 38 3 times. So that's how you find the mean. In order to find the mean, you don't need to write it in ascending or descending order because anyway you are going to add all the numbers. So you can straight away find the mean from here. So you get 230 over 9. So the answer is 25.555. You can round it to 2 decimal or 1 decimal or 3 significant figure depending on the level of accuracy mentioned in the question or which curriculum you follow. So that's how you find the mean. Again, to find the mean, you don't need to write it in ascending order. You can just add them up, divide by the number of entries. But to find the median, you need them in ascending order. Okay, before I teach you the median, I'll show you model first. That's the most repeated number. If you look at it, 23 appeared twice, 38 appeared 3 times. That's the mode. So what if you have another 23, for example? So So 23 appeared 3 times. So there are 2 modes for this data. Now I will give you one more scenario. Let's say none of the number appeared more than once. No number appeared more than once. In this case, no mode for this data. You can just simply write it as no mode. Now the next thing is finding median. To find the median for this type 1, it's very simple. Write the data in ascending order. Look for the middle number. In this case, you have a total of 9 numbers. So if you leave 4 and 4 here, the middle number is 23. That's the median. Sometimes, if you have even number of entries, let's say you have another number here. I'm going to take another number, let's say 40. If you leave 4 and 4 number, both sides, you got 2 median, right? It's not 2 median, 2 numbers in the middle. So you need to find the average of it. So in this case, median is 23 plus 27 divided by 2. Which is 50 by 2 is 25. That's the median. So you either get a single number if you have odd number of entries, and if you have even number of entries, you will get 2 middle numbers, find the average. That's the easiest way to find the median. Now, to find the median, you can use one more method. You take the number of entries. Number of entries is 9. So you divide the number of entries by 2. So you get 4.5. So remember, in some textbook, they want you to use n plus 1 over 2. So here the method I am teaching is n over 2. You just divide the number of entries by 2, and if you get a decimal number, round up and take the next figure. The decimal number can be anything, not necessarily be 5 or more than 5. It can be 4.1 to 5, still take the 5th entry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th entry will be your median. Okay. Now what if you have another number here, total of 10 entries. In this case, when you put n over 2, you get a whole number. So remember this, when you get a decimal number, you take the next entry. When you get a whole number, you take the particular entry and the next entry, average of these two. So in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5th entry and 6th entry, add them, divide by 2, that will give you the median. But do you really need to use this? No need, because you can just write it in ascending order and look for the middle number. If you have a single number, that's the median. If you have 2 middle numbers, find the average of it. And then we are going to find Q1 and Q3. Q1 is lower quartile, Q3 is upper quartile. Median is basically Q2. Okay. When it comes to finding Q1, there is a little confusion I notice among students here. When I ask them to find the Q1, some students take only this left wing, find the median of it. To find the lower quartile, they add these two numbers, divide by 2. Some of them, they include the median also, and they find the middle number, 21, they write it as lower quartile. So in order to avoid this confusion, to find Q1, always divide the number of entries by 4. So it's 25%, right, lower quartile. So n over 4, 9 over 4, which is 2.25. So remember what I told you, if you get a decimal number, round up and take the next entry, 1, 2, 3, third entry is going to be your Q1. Lower quartile, 21. This is Q2 median. And then to find the upper quartile, you need to use Q3. You multiply by 3 over 4. Multiply the n by 3 over 4. In this case, 3 times 9 over 4. Again, you get a decimal number, you take the next entry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, upper quartile is 38. Remember this, you get a decimal number, you need to divide the total number of entries by 4 here. You get a decimal number, round up and take the next entry. If you get a whole number, here, You take the, let's say you get 2 here. You take the second entry and the next entry, third entry, find the average of it. That will be your Q1. So that's how you find Q3 and Q1. Now there are 2 more things you need to know. First one is just range. Range is the bigger number minus the lower number. That's the range. And there is interquartile range. IQR is Q3 minus Q1. Take Q3, 38, minus Q1, 21, which is 17. So that's how you find the mean, median, mode, interquartile range, Q1, Q2, Q3 range and everything. So hope you understand this. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. I'll try to answer your queries. Now we are going to move on to second type of data.